Shout out our sponsors, GW Competitions. They run regular draws for you to win different prizes, from cash to Rolexes to cars and all sorts. It's all legit, and the draws are run on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, and you got to be in it to win it. Good luck. Welcome to another episode of Big Ego Media. Got another special guest today. Goes by the name of Abdul. He's the Dubai plug, if you guys don't know. So before we get to know why he's the Dubai plug, we'll get to understand who he is, where he's from, and his story so far.
Sure.
So first and foremost, how are you today?
I'm good, I'm amazing, bro.
Yeah,
how
good?
About you, brother?
I'm not too bad. I got 2 more days to go and I'm back in the UK. Back to the cold weather.
Back to the depressing weather, yeah.
But I mean, your story is one of intrigue, so we'll get to it, mate. So first and foremost, where was you born?
I was born actually in Baghdad, Iraq.
Okay.
And
How old are you, by the way, sorry?
I'm 19 now.
19, okay.
Yeah, so I was born in Iraq, Baghdad, 2002, and then war was going on. So my family had to move to Syria for a couple months, and then we actually moved here to Dubai for a couple years, and then we actually settled in Canada. So we moved to Toronto in Canada, and then that's the place where I got raised. That's where I spent my teenage years there, all my life there. All the good and bad memories was there in Toronto, Canada. And then, yeah.
I mean, you said you was first in Dubai when you was maybe 2-3 years old.
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago or so?
Around,
16, 17 years ago.
17 years
At that point, was Dubai the way it is right now? Like, what was the hill?
Dubai was nothing.
Yeah.
It was sand. There was no, what I remember of, there was pictures of me when I was young. There was 3 or 4 buildings in Dubai, that's it, and it was an airport.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. To see how they built everything, that's impressive, bro.
Yeah.
In the span of 15 years, it's crazy.
It is crazy. But then your family decided to move to Canada. Why Canada?
So basically, Canada is, it's like, you know, when you hear about, when you see in the movies the American dream, the North American dream, you know, there's more opportunities there, especially because my mom is a doctor, my dad's an engineer. So they thought if we're gonna take our kids there to Canada, they have a better chance to learn, to get better jobs and everything. So they thought the dreamland, Canada.
So was your parents quite well off when it wasn't Iraq in the first place? Was you guys okay?
Yeah, we were financial wise.
Yeah.
Always not everyone in Iraq was going through struggle financial wise. There's always war going on. You know, I lost so many of my family members there due to war. So that place just was filled with bad energy, you know, give us PTSD. So we had to leave, you know, to search for a better place. We came here to Dubai. At that time, it was not really, everything was going well with my dad's job and everything. So it was like, you know what, let's go to Canada. But we applied to go to Canada to the immigration back in the 90s before I was born.
Okay.
But it took around 10 years for the approval to come. So as soon as we got the approval, we went there.
So what was the main kind of difference that you remember when you sort of touched down in Canada? Do you remember your early years in Canada? And what part of Canada did you go?
Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, so really cold. It was really cold, depressing. Didn't really have no friends at the time. I just felt like I was left out, you know, didn't speak English. I was struggling in school, you know, when I go to classes or whatever, I just don't understand nothing, you know. It was hard for me to communicate or to live. So it was really difficult, but at the time it went by, it started getting better and better and better.
And did you have siblings at the time?
Yeah, so I have 2 sisters and an older brother, so I'm the youngest.
Okay.
And I have 3 elders. So yeah, it was really tough at the beginning.
I mean, Toronto, coming from where you come from, when I hear from it, it's quite a rough. Parts of, not everywhere, but parts of it's quite rough, just like London.
Yeah, exactly.
The gang activity is crazy over there.
Exactly.
I mean, so growing up, did you experience any of these things?
For sure. Whenever you go out on the streets, especially in some parts in Toronto, you're just gonna see the bad places and the good guys and the bad guys. It's everywhere in the world, just not Toronto. It's in London, and it's any place you go in the world. So in Toronto, it was really similar to London. The gang activities, that city, they don't like that. That neighborhood don't like that neighborhood. So if you was in a one neighborhood that I used to live in, you're forced to hate those guys.
Yeah.
It's just something like, what if my friends is from that neighborhood? Like, I was forced to hate him, you know?
Yeah.
So it was really like a love-hate relationship in that city. It was really toxic, and it was,
Did you find yourself getting kind of involved in any of those activities, or was you kind of on the periphery where like they're like, oh, that's Abdul, he's cool, but
in the early stages, when I had my friends in my school, I didn't tell them. So I got involved in a couple of these what you call gang activities whatsoever, but it was nothing really major, you know, just selling stuff, you know, moving stuff whatsoever. But my friends at the time in the school didn't know nothing, and then they still don't know up until 6 months ago when I told them everything. So, because like I had 3 or 4 friends that I call my brothers, and I did not want them to get involved in anything that I was doing, so I kept it away from them. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, you know, just getting involved. Like it was kind of like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like you live in that neighborhood, like it's just kind of a lifestyle. Like you want to make quick money, someone's gonna call you. You want to move. You want sort of quick money, you know.
So in terms of, can you sort of explain? Was it drug dealing, cannabis? Was it?
Yeah, cannabis at the cannabis at that time for around year and a half, and.
Did you count any troubles while selling cannabis at the time?
To be honest, I was almost going through troubles, but I was smart with it, you know?
Yeah.
Go finish a deal, go back home. I don't post no money, whatever I was making, I don't post no flashy stuff. And I just kept it a secret, kept it low key, do my thing, go to my friend's house, chill whatsoever, as I'm the regular cool Abdul who just go do his studies in the school or whatsoever. You know, I was really good in school.
Yeah.
But
what was you studying to be? What did you want to be?
To be honest, I wanted to be aerospace engineer.
Okay.
So that was my dream, you know, with NASA and stuff. That's when I grew up. Because my father was an engineer himself, so he like pushed me and motivated me to go into that path.
So you're quite intelligent in school.
I was quite intelligent. I was good. I was good with maths and science, but I didn't really want to study.
Yeah.
Like when I had a test or something, I just go straight to it without studying, you know, because I know I'm smart.
Yeah.
But that was not enough. That was not enough, you know. I had to put in the hard work, but I took the wrong path at the time. I would say it was like surrounded by wrong people at the wrong time.
Yeah. I mean, so what made you then decide, you know what, I'm gonna come over to Dubai? What was it about Toronto team that you
So basically, I lost a couple of my friends to gun violence in the city. So it just really gave me like PTSD, you know, whenever I look at it, like what if that happened? Because I was really chilling with my friends. And then 3-4 hours later, I see them on the news getting killed. That was like, I just thought about it. What if it was me? You know, what if I would be next? What if it was my brother? What? You know, so just these questions kept going on my mind. So I was like, I had to go somewhere that I can really live peace, in the peace state of mind, tranquility. You know, not fearing when I go to sleep that something's gonna happen to me. So why I chose Dubai? There's a couple of reasons. Tax free. And I feel it's a place for networking, to be honest. It just filled all the celebrities, they come here, they go. So before I came to Dubai, actually, I had a vision in my mind that I want to do something here. I want to, because I had no money. Because I had like $300, $400 to my name. So I was like, if I come here, I have to network and I have to just believe in myself that I can achieve something here. And then I did it.
I mean, you said you had to network. I mean, how did you go? I mean, moving from Toronto, $300, $400 in your account. Did your mom and dad help a little bit when you said you're gonna come over here?
So yeah. So when my mom is like my best friend, you know, I would take a bullet for her anytime. Like she just like my hero. She's my idol. I look up to her. So she helped me through everything, you know. Whenever I do something bad, she's the one who's like with me. So she helped me financially wise, but as of networking and stuff, it was just on my own. So when I moved, it was December 2020. No, November 2020.
So literally, we're in November now, so literally last year.
Last year, all happened in a year. So November 2020, I came to Dubai. My sister came with me. And then I just woke up one day, found a DM from an account called 6Buzz TV. It's a Canadian platform. Shout out to 6Buzz. And then they just DM'd me out of nowhere. They're saying, we need a rental for a car in Dubai. We're gonna shoot a music video. And I was like, but why me? Like, how did they know I was trying to do something like that? How did they know I was trying to plug? So I was like, damn, bro. I opened the DM. I was like, yeah, for sure. Why not? So I texted him. I pulled a couple of the links the connections that I have in Dubai with the car rentals. So I was like, listen, I need that Audi Q8 or music video whatsoever. And then it just happened. And then the guy, the 6 bus guy, he invited me to a yacht party at that time, the same night. And then I went there, and there were just all these kind of celebrities up there. And I was like, damn, man, this is where I need to be right now. I'm gonna go to each one of them and give them my Instagram account. And if they need something in Dubai, it's gonna be me. So I met Drake's basketball coach, Coach Banana. Shout out to Coach Banana. And I met a couple of UK rappers. And I met a rapper. His name is Northside Benji. He's an upcoming rapper from Canada. He just dropped a new album, the Extravagant Collection. So we just stayed in touch. Just stay in touch all the time. They left back to the city, and then I had some troubles in the city that I had to finish. So I went back in January, and then came back to Dubai in March this year. And then literally 2-3 weeks later, Drake's basketball coach hit me up. He's like, yo, I need a rental for a couple months. Benji, Northside Benji too. And then I gave it to them. They shouted me out on their Instagram stories. And then from then, everyone from Toronto started coming to me.
Okay, well.
So I was first the Toronto go-to guy whenever you come to Dubai. So yeah, it just happened that way. And then people start texting me, come to my shop, just do a promo, I'll give you a couple cars for free whatsoever. So it just, my name started to grow in Dubai. And then I saved up money. And then I went to a partnership with one of the car companies here. I gave them my money and they gave me percentage in the car. So I was the owner in the company.
Yeah.
And then it just happened that way. And then...
So now you own your own rental company?
And then, yeah, got my own company. Took my money out of that company, opened my own ones. And then all the cars that come, I don't actually own them. It's leased from the banks. So you have to have a good connection with the bank in order to get a leased car. And then it grew from cars to yachts to now have partnerships with hotels in Dubai. And yeah, I got connections with private jets too.
So I mean, so how does it work then? So I'm in the because I didn't know about you before.
Yeah.
And funny, I just looked at you again now. I don't know if you saw the picture. Someone said you looks like Tony Montana. I just looked at you right again. I can see it. The Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good movie.
But yeah. So like I'm in the UK. I need to go to Dubai. Okay, I need a hotel. I need to rent a car. I need to rent a yacht. I call you up and you.
So at the beginning, it was just my Instagram, my personal account, and then I used to get DMs, and it was just not really helpful because the people that I used to text their DMs was gone. So I was like, you know what, I should open a different account. So I opened up my company account, AA Lifestyle, and then in order to come to Dubai, text me, when are you gonna come? What activities do you want to do? And then I'll plan 3 plans for you, and then whichever one you like, depends on the budget you have, you'll go by it.
Yeah.
So it ranges from me picking you up personally from the airport, from me personally delivering the cars, and such on.
So who's the first kind of UK rapper that you kind of sort of worked with?
To be honest, Fredo.
Yeah.
Fredo. There's another guy, his name is Nabil. He also does the same thing that I do, a concierge service. So, funny story is, I saw Fredo post on Instagram that he's coming to Dubai, but I did not know him at the actual time. So, I went to the airport, 6 in the morning, bro. I went to the airport just waiting for the flight from London to arrive to Dubai.
Oh, so you didn't even know?
I didn't even know Fredo.
Yeah.
I just went to the airport 6 in the morning. And I was waiting, and I saw a guy holding a sign that says Fredo. I was like, you waiting for Fredo? He was like, yeah. I was like, alright, cool, let me wait with you. So Fredo came, his friends came, and I was really nervous, bro. And then I was like, yo, where's Fredo? And then they're like, oh, he has some trouble with the security upstairs whatsoever. And I was like, what's the trouble? And they're like, oh, there's some speed camera fines whenever the last time he came to Dubai whatsoever. So I was like, oh, is that it? I know a couple links in the government. I called them and it's so I called my guys in the government. It was 7 in the morning now. And I was like, listen, my boy, the guy just arrived to Dubai. He's a rapper. He's gonna throw a party here. And then they're giving him trouble at the airport. So, like, can you just please let it go? And then he's like, alright, I'll call the airport. And then 20-30 minutes later, Fredo comes out. I didn't know if it was from my call or they just let him out. So I went to him. And then I was like, they were like, I have to go to this police station. I have to sign a paper whatsoever. I was like, I can do it myself. You don't need to go. So I went to the police station. I signed it myself whatsoever, the paper, and then we just went out from there. That was the first UK rapper. But the first rapper I worked with was Northside Benji from Canada, and then he just showed me love, man. Like, he treated me as some younger brother, like even the first time I linked with him, he was just so humble, mentored me, to be honest. And also Coach Banana, Drake's basketball coach, he's older, so he treated me like I'm his son, He gave me some lessons, even when I was giving some workout to him, when I was plugging him out with cars, he was giving me tips how to be professional, because at the time I was not professional, So I'm really grateful for these two guys, Northside Benji. And
so you're still kind of learning on the job as you go along.
I was just learning, because I'm still young. And then when I see these people, people like, bro, like a year ago I was listening to him, and now I'm working with him, It's overwhelming.
And since Fredo, who else have you had? I know you had Russ, because I was with you, Russ the other day.
So Russ Millions, funny story. It was 2 weeks ago. No, it was 10 days ago. I was literally going to work, bro. 7 in the morning. I was listening to Russ. That same night, 11 p.m., I got a DM from him. And I was drunk, bro. I was at a party, and I looked at because I texted him. I was like, listen, bro, I've seen him arrive at Dubai. I was like, listen, if you need anything in Dubai, just let me know. And I just sent it. I was like, he's not gonna open it, bro.
Yeah.
And then I open my phone. I see Russ Millions sent a message. I'm like, what? So I open it, and then he texts me. He's like, yo, I need this and that in Dubai. I need to do these activities. So I was like, yeah, without a doubt, bro, for sure. And then we linked the next day, and he was just the most genuine guy, so humble, like just.
So who else you had then? Fredo, Russ.
Benji, Russ, Jake's basketball coach, Coach Banana, Northside Benji, the Canadian platform, 6 Buzz, and
any other UK artists at the moment?
I got a couple soccer players, football players from the UK, but they're like, I can't disclose names right now. I don't know.
No worries.
But they're coming to Dubai a couple of weeks, and I'll help them out. But this Dubai season is actually from November to March, so it's that time when I'm busy at work. Summer I go back to Canada, and I'm planning to go back to Canada because Dubai is just dead in the summer,
I say also that in terms of like yourself, in terms of you said you used to sell weed in that before. Has there been a point where you ever had to go to prison or got arrested or anything like that before?
Yeah, so I was wrong. I was with the people that I thought that they were my friends. And then they just invited me to this party, let's say, and then I had a feeling that I didn't want to go. Like I was just so cool, like, oh, listen, don't go. But they know when the shaitan is stronger than you. So I went. Literally 15 minutes later, got caught. No emotions at the time, no reaction, no nothing. They put me in the car. I go to the jail. I go to the police station at first, and then they were just screaming at me. They were telling me, you did that, you did this, and I was just looking at them, and I was like, no reaction at the time. And then when I went to the court, and then they're like, you're gonna be in jail at that time for 3 months until we investigate what happened. So at that time, I just looked at everything. First thing that I thought about was my mom. My mother, because she's so hardworking. She's the one who like grew up with me, just gave me everything, Like in Canada, like she used to work 2-3 jobs in terms of her providing food to me, or like if I wanted to buy new football shoes that was like $200, she go do something, get the money whatsoever. So I just thought about my mom. I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna disappoint her.
And how was your experience like being inside?
So first day, not even first day, first 2 weeks I was just crying, like a real man, bro. I was crying. It was really difficult. It was traumatizing. I thought that I was a failure, Like just everything that I built and everything I came so far just goes in one click.
How long did you do it together?
It was 3 months, but the thing is, when I went, like, I was not the guy that they were after. I was some other guy. So, but they thought it was me. So I just did 3 months and I left. But that 3 months was like a year to me. Just crazy, traumatizing. I still suffer from PTSD from these days, because the first 3 days I was just sleeping. Like I didn't even wake up. So right now when I go to sleep, the maximum I can sleep is 4 or 5 hours. So it still follows me to this day. But to be honest, lately I've been trying to turn my wounds into wisdom.
Yeah.
Speak out to other people, motivate the people that are my age, and just try to, let's say, that bad experience in prison, just turn it into something positive.
Yeah.
And try and spread positive energy all around, you know.
I mean, in terms of Dubai itself, I mean, coming from London and yourself, Toronto, we're like, gang activity is rife. Is there anything such as gangs in Dubai?
No, Dubai is a safe place. There's no gang activity in
There's
Dubai.
literally, and even like just in terms of clean, you go past everywhere, everything is clean. There's no rubbish on the floor. There's no trash. Do you think because of the strictness of the punishment that's why people are not involved in things like that?
Yeah. So the difference between what separates London, that there's gang activities in London, Toronto, and Dubai, is people here, they love the government. When the government is such a honored thing, then the people gotta follow the rules. The government provides stuff to people that they want, and then the people follow the government rules. You know, we lack that in Toronto. We lack that in London whatsoever. And the police here, the government, they have their place. You know, like you can never dare to go to a policeman and try say something to him. You're gonna go behind the sun. And no, Dubai is just the ideal country, in my opinion, to live in. Like anything you want, bro.
Do you see yourself living here for the rest of your life?
Till I die.
Yeah.
Till I die. Tax free. They treat you as a king.
Is it gonna be tax free forever? Because I
don't think so. I don't think so. Like 3 years ago, now there's a thing called VAT. It's 5%. So on the purchases you go to the mall or whatsoever. So I think with time they're gonna apply taxes whatsoever. But still, like even if they're gonna put in Toronto, in Canada, it's 13% tax. Yeah. Even if they're gonna put 13% tax here, I'm gonna still live here over Toronto. Because in Toronto, when my sister, let's say for example, my sister goes out at 10 p.m., I'm pulling her 20 times. Where are you? Come back home. Because I'm scared for her. Here, when my sister comes, she comes back home at 4 in the morning. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing because I know for a fact no one is able to touch her. No one is able to do something to her. You know, here it's the women have
they got the rights and they feel safe.
Exactly, it's the safeness, bro. It's safe. The women have their rights, and that's the thing I care about.
I mean, going around, I realize it is not strict. I mean, it's liberal, but at the same time, it's like you kind of sense that okay, I don't do anything to offend anyone. I don't do anything that will get me in trouble. Like when you're walking around, everyone's got their masks on. Everyone's like, so everyone follows the rules. Even earlier on, I was speaking to some people from Saudi Arabia who were visiting. They said, I was asking, what's the difference between Saudi Arabia and Dubai? They said, Saudi Arabia is completely strict. Dubai is a bit more liberal, but at the same time, it's the same traditions, the same culture. So that form of respect is there.
So in Dubai, it turned to a modern city, but preserve their authenticity. You know, like they still do their traditions whatsoever, but they open to the world. You know, like you come here to the mall or whatsoever. You go talk to 10 guys and I can bet you on anything that these 10 people are from different countries. You know, it's just a place where unites everyone comes here, you know.
So what's the future for you then? What are you looking to do? What are you looking to achieve?
Future, I want to start my own campaign. Try to keep people my age out the streets. Try and give opportunities to people my age.
Is that so people in regards to I guess in Toronto?
I want to start in Toronto because that's the place where I grew up and I got my own memories there. You know, and I want to just like when I first started everything, when I came to Dubai, people who I thought they were my friends, they were laughing at me. They were like, "What's this guy doing? This guy's gonna fail." They were, you know, whenever I post something on Snapchat or Instagram, they replied to me with laughing emojis, and I was really like, and then now they're back to me asking for favors or whatsoever. So I want to open a charity or like a campaign in Toronto for all kids and all the people my age who have dreams, not just to be like me or if they want to be a football player or a doctor whatsoever. It's just like to motivate them.
So how do you kind of like build your connections? Is it a thing that where you go to contact a hotel and say, "Hi, look, I'm Abdul and I've got some famous people going to come to your hotel. It will benefit you to work with me."
Basically, something like that. So I go, you know, dressed formal whatsoever. We'll talk, like, kind of speak with the manager, and then I go have a conversation with the manager. I show him my company, I show him my portfolio, and I show him the people that I work with. So, because as soon as you show him the people that you work with, and then people who are like oh, this guy's connected to Drake, this guy's whatsoever, they're gonna have a trust relationship with you, you know, they're gonna trust that you're doing in a good work. So go talk to them, and then 9 out of 10 times tell me, go, you're good. But
and with that, so how does it work then? So someone, so say I'm a rapper, footballer, whatever, I would pay you for my service, and then you pay everything else to what you need to.
So no, that's not how it works. So when they come to Dubai, I don't charge no rapper, no nothing, you know. Like if some people that I like or some people that I have friends, I don't take no money from them. So how it works, let's say you come to me, you tell me I want a Ferrari, or like let's say 3 days, and I want a hotel for whatsoever that time. I'm like, cool, I give you the prices list, you give it to me, and I give you the Ferrari, give you the hotel, give you whatsoever, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much about it.
So, how would you benefit then?
How would that benefit is I have rates with the hotels. So anyone who comes my way, let's say a regular hotel is like $100 per night.
Yeah.
You come my way, it's let's say 50% off. So you're gonna pay that 50% off, and then that 50 I'm keeping myself.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm taking my money from the hotel because I'm bringing them customers.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Any sort of last word for anyone coming to Dubai? What to look forward to in the next sort of? You said this is the season, November to March.
Dubai is the season right now. Just don't hesitate. Dubai is beautiful. Dubai is wonderful, and just book your tickets and come, man. And then if you come my way.
Yeah,